Flatbridge. A man and a woman was in the car. Man come out of the car, lady in there, John, white AD wagon. Record try help them. Record gone over river too. Why rough. Yeah, man in that.
Two firearms seized in weekend operations. The Falmouth police seized one 9mm pistol with 9 rounds of ammunition during an operation in Market Street, Falmouth, Trelawney on Saturday, September 25. Reports are that about 1 p.m. lawmen were on duty when an abandoned building was searched and the weapon found. No arrest was made in relation to the seizure. Investigation continued. In another operation, one homemade firearm was seized by the police in an operation on 2nd Avenue, Flankers, St. James, on Saturday, September 26. No arrest was made in connection with the seizure. Reports from the Coral Garden Police are that about 8:30 a.m. a police team conducted an operation in Flankers community. An abandoned building was searched and the firearm was found. Gangster slapped with 210-year sentence on multiple charges. A member of the Clarendon-based Bloods gang who plead guilty to a range of serious criminal offenses, including murders, was sentenced to a total of 210 years in prison on Wednesday. Travis Gilman appeared in the Home Circuit Court on Wednesday and admitted to the crimes which occurred between 2017 and 2021. He pleaded guilty to a 15-count indictment which included 3 counts of murder, 5 counts of conspiracy to murder, 3 counts of accessory after the fact to murder, and 1 count of accessory before the fact to murder. In addition, he pleaded guilty to 1 count of accessory to wounding with intent, 1 count of illegal possession of firearm, and 1 count of illegal possession of ammunition. Surprisingly, Gilman was sentenced on the same day he pleaded guilty by High Court Judge Justice Leighton Pusey. The judge sentenced the gangster to a total of 210 years, including 30 years at hard labor for each of the 3 murders on the indictment. But Gilman will be eligible for parole consideration after 25 years in prison, as the sentences were ordered to be served concurrently, simultaneously, meaning that he will be serving all of them at the same time. It was alleged that Gilman's role in the Bloods gang included hiring gunmen, purchasing guns for them, transporting them to commit murders, and ensuring the hitmen were paid for the services. Among those murdered by the Blood gang was a common law couple in central Jamaica. 2 young men from St. James died in St. Elizabeth car crash. 2 men were killed and another injured in a motor vehicle crash along the Wyeth Falls Main Road in St. Elizabeth on Friday night. The deceased have been identified as 20-year-old Shamar Stevens and 21-year-old farmer Trevor Smith, both of Catsinkin district in St. James. Police reports are that the men were traveling from a funeral when the driver lost control of the vehicle about 6 p.m. The vehicle overturned, resulting in Stevens being thrown from the unit. The injured persons were assisted to the hospital where Stevens and Smith died. The driver of the vehicle has been hospitalized. Police investigations are ongoing into the incident. Female who died in Flatbridge crash on Sunday identified. The female who died as a result of a motor vehicle crash near Flatbridge in Bagwalk Gorge in St. Catherine on Sunday morning has been identified. She is Makeda Hudson, 27, of an Old Harbour Road address in St. Catherine. Reports are that Hudson was a passenger in a Nissan AD wagon motor car that was being driven along the Bagua Gorge roadway. Reports are that while operating the motor vehicle, the male driver of the vehicle swerved to avoid a collision with another vehicle and lost control of the car, which plunged over the embankment and into the waters of Rio Cobre. Reports are that the driver managed to swim from the vehicle. The female's body was later recovered from the vehicle and taken to hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Suspected ganja boat burst into flames off Portland coastline. 2 men were rushed to hospital on Saturday night after a boat they were aboard caught fire offshore the Morton Penn community in Portland. Reports from the police are that the vessel is suspected to have been transporting ganja when it caught fire in the Manchionial police area. 3 men were reportedly aboard the vessel, with 2 of them sustaining injuries in the mishap. They were taken to the Port Antonio Hospital. A search is ongoing for the 3rd man, who was reportedly on board the vessel and the drugs that was believed to have been in transit. Gang feud suspected behind double murder arson in Granville, St. James. The police have theorized that a gang feud is behind Sunday morning's double murder in Granville, St. James. The attackers also set fire to 3 houses during their rampage. The deceased have been identified as 63-year-old Ainsworth Butner and 27-year-old O'Shane Brown, both of Garden Crescent in Granville. The police were summoned to the community shortly after 2 a.m. by residents who reported that heavy gunfire was heard in the area. Upon the arrival of the police, it was discovered that 3 houses were ablaze. The 2 bodies were discovered later. The St. James police are investigating the development.